Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The Office of Budget Responsibility, the OBR, has just released a report, and it is very, very disastrous for our disastrous Chancellor, who's over in Davos pretending to be important. The family farm tax, as they call it, she's calling it the farm inheritance tax, but it's the destruction of family farm tax, shall we say. Their report casts a lot of doubt over the numbers. And when I say a lot of doubt, I mean, they're basically saying that what she predicted is, in effect, impossible. It's so at variance with reality. The amount raised by those farmers with the IHT is bonkers. They're saying that the report concludes that this policy is ill thought out and what they call assigned a high uncertainty factor. This means that they cannot predict the full effects of it because of behavioural changes that people will adopt. They're saying that people are cleverer than her. Everyone is, basically. They're already looking at loopholes. And, of course, it's not going to raise anything like the amount that she thinks. But however, there's also the increased cost on administration and it is likely to actually reduce the total tax take overall. It's likely to cost more than it raises. The report warns that any rise in gift giving will increase attrition and reduce receipts after at least a 7-year period. That effectively reduces the number of farmers who pay tax at all. So any figures like there are extremely dubious. Laffer curve is coming into mind here, isn't it? You know, the Laffer curve, you put the taxes up and you take less tax. That's always the way. Meanwhile, the report also makes it clear that older farmers and older farms will find it near impossible to restructure their affairs quickly enough not to be pummeled by this tax. Shadow DEFRA Secretary Victoria Atkins slammed the findings. Here's her quote. "It's official. Labour can't add up. The Prime Minister, the Chancellor, the DEFRA Secretary and the Ministers have got their maths very badly wrong. They still can't tell us how many businesses will be affected. They have chosen to destroy British family farms for little return, or in fact, no return at all it's going to cost." Now, the supermarkets, of course, have come out swinging against the Chancellor. They are backing the farmers 100%. Every single supermarket now has come out pro-farmer, with Tesco and Lidl joining today. They were the last two holdouts. I don't know particularly why, but maybe Tesco just needed more time to crunch the numbers. They're a much bigger company, the biggest of them all, aren't they? But they joined Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's, Aldi's, all the independents, everything. And Labour's really, you could call it a punitive policy based on envy, I suppose. It's basically just courting the seeds of disaster for smaller farmers. They're saying, oh, well, nobody will be caught up in it. And yes, they will. It is disastrous. The only good news for the farmers is if you hang on long enough, if you can hang on until the next government comes in, they have all said, Tories, Lib Dems, and Reform have all said they're going to reverse the madness of this very, very stupid policy. So just hang on in there, guys. Whoever comes in next will save your bacon. In some cases, quite literally. Thanks a lot. Bye.